It seems never ending because we don't have a concrete date when this will all be over. Make no mistake, what we're facing as a society, as a community, has not been unleashed by God. This is not a punishment. This is not divine wrath. What we are facing is something that has been made exponentially worse by the failure to act, the failure to protect the vulnerable. Welcome, church. Good morning. We are broadcasting live from First UCC in Royersford. The unique challenge of juggling ministry with family. You know, sometimes it feels like it's a 24/7 job on a day that we don't have a pandemic. I recently became a mother. Our son John was born very early, 3 months early. We're trying not to get the baby sick and kind of just manage everything as we go along. My husband Brian works at Giant overnight. We shift our schedules around to make sure that we're, as a family, helping each other and taking care of each other as best as we can. Ryan's unable to drive because of a medical condition. When Ryan moved to the overnight shifts, I had asked him to do that, knowing that he has typically a lot of interaction with customers. We were worried that he could very well pick something up and bring it home to John. Our worry has always been the baby, like what if he were to get it? So when we realized that was a real possibility, that's when we really took seriously the idea of him working overnight. And so we're having to weigh, and balance the risk in, triggering his condition or getting the baby sick. When John was born, he really struggled to breathe. His lungs were not developed, and so he was immediately put on a ventilator. Unfortunately, had a lung collapse early on as well, and then he experienced an infection. He was in there for 84 days until he finally decided he was ready to come home, and then all of a sudden he turned a corner and started eating food and breathing on his own. It was just amazing. I remember one day walking into the hospital to go see him. I get up to his little crib, and he's not on any oxygen. I was just like, what happened? What a miracle. How? Nobody called to tell us. They wanted to surprise us. He, I guess just by default, has chronic lung disease because his lungs were so premature. And so because of that, we have to worry about different respiratory viruses. We've effectively been in quarantine since January because he has a compromised immune system. We keep him away from people. We don't let anyone have any direct contact with him. And unfortunately, that even involves our families. Our families haven't been able to hold him yet, and he's almost 6 months old now. It's been quite the challenge having him and being a minister and being a wife and caring for my husband as well. Good morning, church. Happy Sunday. I am so glad that you are joining us today on this Sunday after Easter. To have a live stream service is very strange because I am preaching at a laptop. You kind of are just winging it and hoping that the message is coming across and is being picked up. It's not the way that I imagined being a pastor, but we're making it work. My sermons every week are about the virus, and I try to offer a hopeful message because I know the virus is really affecting our congregation in particular. To be faithful in this time, we're called to remain close. We have people who have lost their jobs. Some of our members are frontline medical care providers in hospitals, and they're exposed directly, and they have family members who have come down with the virus, and so it's a lot. And for myself, I'm needing some peace, some relief. This week, I confess I'm tired. I'm tired. The saying is, preachers, when they preach, are really preaching to themselves and not the congregation. For me, I am needing that hope. I am needing to see that this isn't going on forever. I know this is not from God. I know that this is not something that God has unleashed on the world because of some sin or something ridiculous like that. God is so present in all of this. God is present in all the folks taking care of each other. I mean, that's where we see God. That's where we find God. In all the communities coming together, making sure that people don't go hungry, making sure that when someone is dying, that they're not dying alone. That when folks are unemployed, that they're able to pay their rent or they're able to pay their bills. The idea and concept of faith is grounded in the concept and idea of trust. You can be religious or not. You can be non-religious and have faith in humanity, faith in the folks around you, faith in community. I think this moment in time is really about our character and who we say we are and what we're about. It's not normal to isolate and to remove yourself from community, from family, from friends. It's a huge sacrifice. And so by doing that, we're saying to one another, we care about what happens to you. We don't want you to get sick. We don't want this to go on forever. And so when I see that happening, when I see God at work in the world and working in all of us, then I remind myself that it's going to be okay.